In this video, let us discuss about the list. List is a container object that contains elements as separated by commas and enclosed within the square bracket. For example, to create a list in Python, list1 equal to, you would use the square bracket. Inside this square bracket, you will have elements that are separated by commas. For example, 1 comma hello. One of the major difference between the list and arrays in other programming languages is that in list you can have multiple data type elements. For example, 1 is a number data type and hello is a string data type. Here we have two different data types that we can have in a single list, but in arrays you can't do that. You can only have same data type elements in array. This is the major difference between the list and arrays available in other programming language. Let us now see how to access list items. To access the individual elements in a list, we use the index number. Index number is a unique number that each element will possess. For example, 1 has an index number of 0. The index number for any container object will always start from 0, and hello has index number 1, and so on. For example, let's print our list, and also let us check the data type of this list. As you can see, it belongs to the class of list. Using this type attribute, we can ensure that the data type of a variable. So let me clear this. Now let us see how to access the individual elements of this array, or list. To access the individual elements, we will use the square bracket. For example, print of list1. Inside this square bracket, we will pass the index number for the element that we want to access. For example, if you want to access hello, then we will pass this index number. Hello contains the index number 1. So if you pass 1 here inside the square bracket along with the variable name, so let's save this and run now. As you can see, it displays hello. This is the positive index because it starts from the 0 and 1 and so on. You can also access the same element using the negative index. Negative index starts from the right to left. Instead of starting from 1 hello, you will start from the right. In right we have hello and then 1. So hello has a negative index of -1 and this 1 has index of -2. To access the same element here using the negative index, you will use this negative index, that is -1. So if you save this file and run now, as you can see, it displays the same element hello. This is how you access individual elements of a list using the positive index as well as the negative index. Let us now see how to change the elements of a list. As you can see, we have two elements here, 1 and hello. What if I want to change this element's value? For example, if I want to change this hello to hi, to do that we again use the index number. So let's use the variable name list1. Inside this square bracket you use the index number. Hello has an index number of 1, and then we will use the assignment operator. Use the equal and then give a new value for the hello. For example, if I want to replace the hello by hi, then I will use the assignment operator and assign a value of hi to this one index number. Now let's print our list1. Let's save this and run now. As you can see, the element has been updated, 1 comma hi. Previously we have 1 comma hello and then we use the assignment operator to update the list 1 comma hi. This is how you change the elements in a list. Let us now move on to how to add a new element to the list. For now we have only 2 items, right? What if you want to add a third element to this list? For this we have 2 methods, the append method and the insert method. So let us discuss one by one. Append method will add a new element at the end of the list. For example, list1 dot append. If you pass a new element here, hi, and if you print the list again, save this and run now. As you can see, the hi has been added at the end of the list. This is what this append method does. So if you want to insert an element at a specific position, you can use the insert method. For example, instead of using the append method, you will use the insert method. For the first parameter, you will pass the position number. What position do you want to add this element? For example, if I want to add this number at the start of the list, so index number of 0 is the starting element. So let's save this and run now. As you can see, the high has been placed at the start of the list, that is the index of 0. This is how you add a new element to the list using the two methods, the append method and the insert method. Append method will add a new element to the end of the list. The insert method will add a new element at a specified position. In this case, we specify a index number of 0 and add a new value at that position. Let us now move on to how to remove an element from the list. Now we have seen how to add an element. Let us see how to remove the elements. For this, we have three functions. Let us discuss them one by one. For example, let's add a new element here, 1, hello, hi. The first method is the pop method. The pop method will remove the element from the end of the list. For example, list1.pop. If you save this file and run now, let's also print the list. As you can see, the last element has been popped. The pop method will remove the last element. If you want to remove any specific item, for example, if you want to remove hello, pass a index number to this pop method. The hello has an index number of 1. If you pass 1 here, the pop method will be remove that element. As you can see, the hello has been removed. This is the one method. The next method is the remove method. Instead of passing the index number, you can directly remove a element by using its name. If you want to remove the hello, you can directly pass the hello. So let's save this file and run now. As you can see, the hello has been removed. If you want to remove hi here, just pass hi. As you can see, the hi has been removed. This is the difference between the pop and remove. Let us now see the third type, that is the del. Del is a keyword that you can use to delete any specific element using its index number. You will use the del keyword and then the variable name, and then inside the square bracket you will pass the index number of the element. For example, if I want to delete hello, then I will pass index number 1. Let's save this and run now. As you can see, the hello has been deleted. This is how you delete using the three methods, the pop method, remove method and delete method. Now let us see how to loop through the list. Looping means going through each element one by one. For this, we can use a for loop. For, you will use the for keyword for loop. For I in, you will use the variable name list1, and inside this you will print the I variable. As you can see, using the for loop, we can display the individual elements from the list. You can also do the same using the while loop. For list, you can use the for loop, but if you want to know about how while loop works, then you can follow here. First, you will initialize the count variable, count equal to 0, and then you will calculate the length of the list, length equal to len of the len function will return the length of the list, that is the number of elements in the list. Then you will use the while loop. While count less than length, you will print the list of, inside this parenthesis just pass the count variable, and then you will increase the count. Let's save this file and run now. As you can see, it displays the same elements one by one. As you can see, the while loop takes 5 lines, but the for loop will only take 2 lines. So this is easier for you to use the for loop when it comes to the list, tuple or set dictionary. Let us now move on to how to sort a list. For example, let me clear this. List equal to 3, 4, 74, 343, now we have a numbers here. How do we sort this list in ascending order or descending order? For this, we will use the sort method. So let's print our list 2 here. So let's save this file and run now. As you can see, the list has been sorted in ascending order. If you want to sort this list in descending order, you will use the reverse equal to true. As you can see, the list now has been sorted in descending order. This is how you sort a list in ascending or descending order. Let us now see how to copy a list to another list. Sometimes when you want to copy the elements of one list to another list. For this, we have two methods here. First, you will use the assignment operator, and then you will use the copy method. let us discuss them one by one. For example, we have a list here, list 1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The first method will be using a directly assignment operator, list 2 equal to list 1. But one of the major problems in assignment operator is that, so let's print here before. So if you change any element in the list 1, it will also get affected in the list 2. This is what I am trying to prove here. Before list 1 and before list 2, let's change here. Let's add a new element to the list 1. So list 1 dot append. So I will add a new element of hello. So let's save this file and run now. As you can see, before we have successfully copied the list using the assignment operator, but after we added a new element to the list 1, the list 2 also gets added a new element of hello. This is not what we want, right? But because we only added a new element to the list 1, but the list 2 will automatically get the new element from the list 1. But to resolve this conflict, we will use the copy method. That is list 2 equal to list 1 dot copy. If you use the copy method now, so let's save this file and run now. As you can see, the list 1 only contains the hello. The list 2 is not modified. This is the difference between the assignment operator and using the copy method. Now let us see how to join 2 or more lists into a single list. Many times you want to join 2 or 3 lists into a single list. For this we will have 2 methods. First one is the addition operator, and then we have the extend method. Let us discuss them one by one. So we have a list 1 here, list 1 equal to 1, 2, 34, 5, and then we have the list 2 that will be 3, 4, 45. So we have 2 lists here. What if I want to combine these 2 lists? For this you can use the third list equal to list 1 plus list 2. Let's print the list 3. As you can see, the list 2 gets append to the list 1. The list 1 elements are added at the end of the list 1. This is one type of joining 2 lists using the addition operator, or you can use the extend method. That is list 1 dot extend list 2. Let's print list 1. As you can see here also it displays the same result. If you want to extend list 2, you can do that as well. List 2 dot extend list 1. So let's print list 2 now. As you can see, now the list 1 elements has been extended to the list 2. This is how you join 2 or more lists using the 2 type of joining. That is the addition operator, and then we have the extend method. Additionally, there are more list methods available for you to change any element or modify the list elements. I will attach the link of the article in the description. You can check all the methods